Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so happy to be doing this video because it's a different video for me. I haven't done this ever. Have I ever?
What's it about?
Business and the lessons that I've picked up along the way.
And I've also quoted you in my new book.
Oh, we have studio audience today. Who has also graciously allowed us to shoot in his space today. It looks really well, by the way.
Yeah, I'll send you an
No
invoice.
credit to the person who helped you with the interior styling. I don't think there's ever a video that I have ever spoken about my business journey. I don't know if it's time, but I want this video to be that. My interaction with, not entrepreneurship, but with work began at 18 years old, right out of high school. I think I've said this before, I got a voiceover job. Were we friends? We were friends then. But we weren't so close.
We were.
We weren't so close.
What's that? Anyway, that's for another day.
But anyway,
my book.
My first, you know, it's all fun and games till people are waiting for your book and there's no book. My first job was as a voiceover artist at a radio station. That was at probably the first year of uni, so I was around 18. I did that for pretty much all of high school, all of university.
Is that where you got the money to buy the colored pants? Because you
I used
orange,
to get,
purple, pink.
The pants specifically were a gift from mom. And also my first job, my first entrepreneurship endeavor, which was a shoe business. There was a time that Ankara shoes was
I remember you selling Ankara shoes.
Yeah, you remember?
Yeah.
There came Ankara shoes was boom, and everything Ankara, like Ankara, you look like you're a fool. So at that time I took advantage of, me and my business partner at that time took advantage of the Ankara boom, and we used to make shoes. I remember we used to. A small production team used to be at Kenyatta Market. So he used to handle production, and then I used to handle marketing, right? Because I remember there was a time, because my sister was in Australia at the time. So I remember I shipped Ankara shoes. Na ulikuwa unajua ukishipia mtu majuu kitu iko na Ankara, jamani ushabi.
So you're those guys who would make them at like 200 and then sell them at like 200.
Yeah, because I remember the ones that we sold. My sister bought, and my sister looked for clients there, and to ship to Australia at that time.
International trade.
Yeah, maybe if you see me looking, this guy is here, but you guys are here, so I'll just keep doubling between the two. But since then, I've done internships here and there, but after university, I realized that my heart was not there. In the employment 9 to 5, and so I pursued other interests that have led me to where I am today, and I'm not complaining. God has been so faithful. There's a mentor of mine who keeps on reminding me that in 2016, when was it that we used to go see
where?
George?
Oh, 2016 was sad.
Whoa, we were together. We were just a year fresh in the relationship.
I remember you even shaved your hair.
Yeah, I shaved my hair. But I think I've gathered enough lessons. How many minutes are we into this introduction? That's
2 days, people? 5 hours.
So just to give you like a small background, more than the one that I've shared, is that I have been doing content, and that's a business on its own. I've been running it since we can say officially 2016, because that's when I last entered an employment office, an employed office, an office where I'm employed. So that was 2016. Now it's 5 years now. And then I've also started this little baby called Maua that's now blossoming 6 months in. The baby is only 6 months, and there's so many lessons that I've learned along the way, but I want to share only 4 for now. And Ben has promised he'll share his bonus point, because I think for as long as nimekujua Ben, you've been hustling. I've known you for 11 years. Can you imagine tumejuana for 11 years?
Oh yeah, that's long, man.
That's a long time.
That's really long.
But for as long as I've known Ben, he's been hustling. I remember even when we first met, you were just sharing your dreams of how you want to be an entrepreneur and the things you want to do on the business space.
Entertainment industry.
Yeah. And I think it's come full circle for you this year only.
Magic.
Right?
Yeah.
Last year and this year.
2020 is enough.
It was a very defining year for you.
Yeah.
So I think, can you imagine that whole period of
being in the wilderness like the Israelites?
You know, we laugh about it, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
It's really the wilderness for all those years.
It was just dry.
I think things started coming alive for you last year into this year.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting to know your lessons, even if they're one. Can you imagine after all those years?
I have so many, but I'll just share one. The rest is in my book.
All right, cool. So my first lesson would have to be the business anytime you enter into a business or you're looking to start a business or whatever it is, there's a lot of self-work that goes into it. And I think I didn't realize that until I started the content creation business. There's so much you have to keep investing in yourself, and probably not skill-wise, but there's also that side of personal development where you look at how are you patient enough?
Emotional.
The emotional side, right? Thank you, that's why you're here. The emotional side of you that you need to work on, because a lot of the success of your business depends on who you are as a person. And you could have all the business acumen that you need or all the tools that you need in terms of like the skills and everything, but if you do not have the right emotional skill set, and I say that cautiously because I know emotional skill set for me is something that you constantly develop over time. I don't think you really get there. You just constantly work on it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, it's a lot of self-work. So you have to get into the morning and like, am I patient enough? Because I can't see Maua growing, or I can't see where my content creation business is going to, or whatever business it is. But am I patient enough? Do I believe in myself enough to not get in the way of my own success? So am I able to separate that I feel like this business will not succeed, but let me just keep on pushing for it, because it's in that persistence and it's in that consistency that you gain results. I'll tell you for free, I have only come alive only because I sought professional help. So you get somebody who just puts everything into perspective. Christine has been very instrumental. So I had to get professional help sometimes, and sometimes it's in seeking that kind of help that helps you really just come alive. Because I knew, I can tell you for free, like Minili, you are like in the path to my success, I become my obstacle. I know very well I can sabotage myself vizuri sana.
Tell me about it.
So I really needed somebody in, either I'll procrastinate, because that's a form of self-sabotage. I will either not do it because I've imposter syndrome. So I really knew that I needed somebody who can get me out of that rut and just give me perspective, and that's what Christine has been doing for me. So you need a lot of self-work. And if I could go back to my 18-year-old self or my 19-year-old self, or that girl who was just making shoes in Kenyatta Market and selling them in Australia, I would tell them to invest in yourself. There's that other aspect of like learning and developing new skills, and I think that's where Skillshare comes in. It's that time again where I hop onto the Skillshare bandwagon, because I truly believe in what they're about, which is value addition in your life. And I'm in a space right now where I really just care about adding value in you guys and in the people around my life. Whether you're looking at that angle of personal development, or you're just looking at how you can be a better leader at your business, in your business, or how you could be a better employer, you could be a better social media manager, because when a business is so small, you're doing everything. Skillshare is a plug for you. And here right now, the class that I'm doing, and I wrote it down so that I don't forget it, is Why Trust Matters by Nilofa. I'll probably butcher this name, so I'll just put it right here. So it's Why Trust Matters, and it's using trust to increase creativity and innovation. And I've just been taking this class, just looking at ways in which I could connect with my clients and my customers more, and my audience more. When I talk about Skillshare, I have a link in the description box. The first 1,000 people to click on that link get to enjoy free trial membership. My lesson number 2, this one I can't overemphasize, is how important it is to be easy on yourself. Let me share with my own experience. I am juggling so many balls. I have different streams of income that require different forms of attention. So more often than not, I feel like I'm dropping the ball on one angle. So I have this business, I have the content creation space, I have this other part-time job, I have my social life that I need to balance, I have so many things that just require so much from me, and more often than not, I feel like I'm dropping the ball on everything. And sometimes it reflects in the quality of my work, and that makes me feel ridiculously bad. But I think the one lesson that I'm learning is to be easy on yourself, because when a business is small, or when a business is starting, and I can only share from my experience because I'm 6 months in, especially with Maua, is that more often than not, you will be everything in the business. You will be the person who approves. Probably you have a social media manager, but you're the one who approves everything. You're the one who figures out sourcing. You're the one who approves the designs. You're the one who figures out the books. So because money is a limited resource, so it becomes, you're juggling so many things and you're just one person. I think that's when it becomes important to be compassionate to to yourself. It's okay that it's okay to have a bad day. And when you are having a bad day, it's okay to wallow in those feelings. Just don't just don't stay there. Feel bad, feel all the emotions that come with feeling bad, but then buckle up and get to moving, because your business needs you, your customers need you, your audience needs you. Buckle up. All right, my next lesson is that you are the only one who can do the business the way that you do. It's so critical, especially if you know the mission of your business. And I have suffered this with Maua, because I looked at Maua as this money-making business that I'm entering to. Fashion is very, very lucrative. I mean, everyone wants to look good. People are spending on what they wear. And I was like, I really, really need to get my toes into this business. And for a while, I forgot why I'm in this business. And I forgot my why. And so it became a rat race of thinking that Maua is just this thing that's draining, because at least for me, I could share that till now, I'm still pumping money into the business. If I look at where I want the business to grow into, right now I still need capital injection. And sometimes that has made me feel so frustrated by this business and look at it as this thing that's just taking. You're taking my time, you're taking my energy, you're taking my mind, you're taking my brain space, and you're giving me nothing in return, because I'm just constantly injecting, I'm not getting anything back. I'm just getting enough to make the next collection, pay who I need to pay, who is just Kate at this moment, but not really just make money for me. And I think Maua has really made me rethink why the why in your business really, really matters. And that brings me back to that point that I was saying, that you're the only one who can do the business that you do. Beyond the money, what is my why? And do you want to share your lesson now, and then I'll share mine?
Yeah, but where will I say it?
Come down.
I'm sorry, Manjuri, I only have a few minutes left. The thing that I've learned in business is that you really need to stick to your vision and believe in that vision, even if everyone else is against it. I feel like visions take time to manifest. Like, naturally, that's how it works. So if you shortchange yourself by not believing in it, you're already killing it. It reminds me of Kanye. You know, Jay-Z was saying this story of how this guy came into the studio. He was a rapper. He was not such a good rapper, but he had this confidence of like 1,000 guys, and that's the one thing people love about Kanye West. Kanye West, he has gone down to be one of the richest artists to ever live
because of the confidence.
Because of the confidence he believes in his vision, and it's something that's actually in the Bible. You know, that visions take time, though the vision tarries, or the world takes time before they catch up with your vision. But once they catch up with your vision, you get to decide where it pays off. Yeah, you get to decide where you're going to take them. Yeah. And I read this story the other day of this lady who was asked by Netflix to sell her, I think it's a script or her movie for $1 million, and then she gives up.
Where was she from?
Huh?
Where was she from?
She's actually an African lady. She's black. I don't know if she's African, but she's black. Okay. So Netflix approached her and they were like, yo, give us this script and this movie for $1 million and we won't give you any rights. And she turned it down. It's not like she was doing so well at that time, but she turned it down. And then she went on to win was it an EMA? Yeah, she won an EMA just last
EMA or Emmys?
Okay, we're not different.
Actually, yeah. It's actually an Emmy.
Yeah, she won an Emmy, and now you see she has the Emmy and she has all her rights. Yeah. But I think throughout sometimes during this journey,
I think I know who you're speaking about.
Who is it? I can't remember who it is, but I read that story. It was.
I think I know.
Yeah, maybe you can attach it.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you. My team. Hey, Mike, do you mind sending it to her team? Yeah. You watch my latest podcast episode that I'm doing with Mudhoni. I don't know when this video is going up, but
plug yourself.
Yeah, plug yourself.
Plug yourself.
That podcast episode, Mudhoni summarizes everything, and she said that the reason why most people don't grow beautiful brands is because people are just impatient. And so don't shortchange your gift, don't shortchange your vision. Believe in it, it will materialize, it will manifest, and once it does, you'll have gold, and you'll be the only one who can do that stuff. So yeah.
Thank you, Ben, for that insightful. I think it's also spoken to me. My last point would be to leverage on your friends and the expertise that they have. I will tell you for free, when I started Maua, when I started my content creation business, I had this whole grand idea of how I need like a whole production team when it came to content who would figure out editing, concept. I would need, when it came to the business, I would need also like a whole, like this huge team around me, but then I realized I have a group of friends who are willing to support and they have incredible expertise. When it came to Maua, I have an incredible friend who has the finance expertise that Maua needs and Maua needed at the growth stage, not growth stage, but at the birthing stage. And she was so willing to share it for free. She was like, you know what, you don't need to charge me. I believe in your vision, you've sold it to me, and I believe in what you want to take, where you want to take it, and I buy into it, and I'll do it for you for free. Same thing with content. I think for a very, very long time, Ben was the one, for a very long time, even now, Ben is the one who still shoots because he's literally behind the camera. Depending on the concept of the video, a lot of it has been friends. You get somebody who's willing, who's bought into your vision, who believes in what you're doing and wants to plug into it, and they have been very, very instrumental in this journey. Because the truth is, when you're starting a business or when you have just a kababy that's kadogo, that it will still need maybe a lot of resources that hauna. And to be honest with you, maybe hauna. Maybe you don't have the kind of injection or the seed capital that it needs for the business, so you will rely on a lot of your friends. So leverage, look at your friends, and they would be willing to do it for free. They're asking, utaniuliza when. So look at your circle of friends and how can you leverage from their expertise. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it will guide you and it will help you in your business journey. Please do leave your lessons in the description box, or just let me know what stood out for you in all that we have said, me and Ben and I. Let us know what stood out for you, and also lessons that we can pick from you who is in your entrepreneurship journey or in your business journey. Please do leave them in the comment section. We would love to learn from you. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Ben, thank you for being a good sport.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Send you the invoice.
Take care, guys. I will see you guys next.